this is what, episode 3?
Yes, sir.
Of Ass Hats and Shampoo. Name, working on the name still. But, we got a another funny guy, Andrew Orellana, coming on. He's a producer on the other podcast, Final Stop, and you should definitely check them out because we're like the Walmart name brand version of whatever the fuck we're doing. They actually have multiple cameras. They actually care about that podcast.
Now, this guy is a little controversial, isn't he?
I don't know if we're going to be getting into that, but he did have some shit blown up out of proportion.
Yeah, we talked about it a little bit on the last one.
Yeah, but we're going to get his perspective if he's willing to talk about it, and he's doing fine, though. He's doing fine.
It'll be exciting. I have a lot of hard-hitting questions for him.
Yeah. Let's see. In terms of us two, though, nothing really much has changed, right?
Not really. No, you're moving to Massachusetts. We know that.
Yeah. So we're backloading this shit. So we're recording this. What's today? Like the 29th of November, and this is going to be coming out on January 19th. So. All
right. I like that.
Try to keep the questions relevant to that day.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's kind of all we have to say, and hopefully you guys enjoy. Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Oh shit, you got a whole ass mixer up in this bitch.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and we use like maybe 3 knobs on it. So
yeah, we don't really take advantage of what we have.
Dude, we just have the zoom, and all we can control is like the gain on each microphone. And God, to have like a whole ass setup would be so nice, dude.
I'm sure we're not even utilizing to its like full use. I messed around with it a little bit, but I don't know too much about it.
Oh, dude, have you guys ever thought of like getting one of those like soundboards?
Yeah.
Yes. The soundboards sound like so much fun, dude.
Yeah, because I have a MIDI keyboard, and I'm trying to figure out. I lost the cord, but I'm pretty sure I can just like embed it where if I just hit one of the piano keys, it'll just be like the Seinfeld theme or some shit like that. Just like a straight old like bleep, you know. Yeah, so we got Andrew Orellana, host of Coconut Cucks, right? Got that? Or is
formerly host.
Formerly host. There we go.
Formerly host of the Coconut Cucks.
Yeah. Thank you for correcting that.
Yeah.
And current producer
of the Final Stop podcast on YouTube and Spotify,
which is honestly, we're just kind of the great value version of that. I seen your guys' podcast. You guys seem to have like an actual unit going.
Well, right now we're still like, we always like. It's me, Daniel Bridgegad, Tristan Bowling, and Richie Anderson. So, like, we've always, like, hung out all the time, but right now we're trying to still get, like, that chemistry of, like, a 4-man podcast, which is bananas to think about. Because everyone wants to talk at the same time.
And it's a matter of, like, not cutting each other off and shit like that.
Yeah, exactly. And so, like, we're still trying to figure that out a bit. But right now we have... When would this come out by?
This is actually January 19th.
January 19th?
Yeah.
Fucking Juneteenth, maybe? Juneteenth, dude. We should have a few episodes out by then, so...
Yeah, the reason why is because, like, I'm moving to Boston now, so we're just trying to backload episodes. So this is going to be episode 3. And then we're going to try to backload stuff because I'll be coming back in, like, late February or March. So hopefully by then I'll be able to come back and then we can try to keep
seamless,
try to keep this shit going. If not, we'll figure something out.
That's why if you watch this episode and 2 episodes later, he has a full fucking like head, dude. If he comes back with long ass hair, he comes back with like a fucking man bun. Now you know why.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm actually excited. I do kind of want to change it up, you know? I was going for, like, the beard thing, but, like, I can't grow a beard for shit. Like,
no, yeah, neither can I, man. It's brutal.
It's fucking god-awful. And, you know, I get made fun of by everybody in my family for that kind of shit, you know? So, yeah, hopefully by then my DUI case will also be sorted out.
We can finally talk about it because that's some hilarious shit.
Oh yeah, we can talk about it now. It's pretty much all clear. But yeah, no, it was fucking bullshit.
You've made me privy to some points of the stories, and that's fucking hilarious, dude.
I ran. So yeah, like I get pulled over on the cops on a motorcycle, so everybody thinks, oh shit, that's a badass thing. Must have been a sick ass chase. No, I ran a stop sign going like 5 miles an hour. And I just heard, hey, stop. And I just stopped. And like 5 pedestrian cops surrounded me. And all of a sudden, I'm going to jail.
Aren't you like wondering what 5 cops are doing there at a fucking stop sign? Why?
What time did you say it was?
It was like 12:30 in the morning.
They're doing a drug deal. Okay, those are crooked cops, and you should have just went.
I should have, dude. I was going fast. Like they're like, "What's this?" And they pull out a 5th of gin, and I'm like, "Oh no!" And it was like almost all gone, And they're like, "You have a couple drinks?" I said, "A couple." He's like, "How many's a couple?" It's like, like a few.
Whatever you're holding is the last of the Mohicans of this bottle, dude. There's nothing left.
There was nothing left. So then I'm doing the sobriety test, and I'm like, I know I can kill this shit, Because in my head, I'm like, all right, focus your chakras. You are now going to metabolize 5 hours worth of drinking right now to the legal limit. And I didn't. Well, they got me through everything, and this is what the reason why I'm paying my lawyer like $3,000 because on the ride to the station too, and my friends that like were walking past saw the whole thing. Allegedly, they said, we know he's drunk, but we passed the field test. What can we get him on, And then on the drive to the station, the cop even said, yeah, the only thing that really gave you away was the breathalyzer. Everything else was good.
That's why you got to say no to the breathalyzer. Give him the blood test.
I wish I knew that. I didn't know that ahead of time.
So, like, what is I've never gotten a DUI. I have been arrested multiple times for drinking, but I've never had I've done the breath. I've never done. What is the blood test? Yes.
So the reason with the blood test is they have to take you back to the station so they can like draw your blood and see what your blood alcohol level is.
It gives you like a fucking minute.
It
gives you some more time.
It takes like an hour or two.
And what my lawyer said too is that in California they haven't updated the devices they use to take the blood alcohol test, so it's so easy to like dispute in court. Because he's just like, yeah, I saw your video when you were doing the sobriety test. Good news and bad news. I can show this to a jury, and no one's going to believe that you blew a .18. The bad news, you shouldn't have this kind of tolerance with blood alcohol level of 0.18.
Fucking, was it Derek Ruggs or Henry Ruggs?
Yeah, Henry Ruggs.
Blew lower.
Yeah, he blew lower than me. And murdered somebody. So, listen, I may not be a pro athlete, but I can beat him in drinking.
Dude, I think I've told you. This is the first time we've met. So
right.
The last time, go for it, dude. No, the first time, I've been arrested 3 times, all 3 times for alcohol. And, like, the first one, they just, like, had me detained. They were putting me in the cruiser, and I'm like, nah, fucking get out of here. Get out of here, kid. The second time, they the same thing where it's like, because what happened was, like, I used to play soccer in college. And so we used to have all these parties, like, date and a fifths.
Okay.
So, like, what you would do is you'd share a 5th of alcohol between you and your date.
Yes,
and you'd get zip-tied together.
Oh, that's awesome.
And you were only able to get unzipped by finishing the bottle.
Yes.
Day and a 5th is how I've gotten arrested every single time.
Oh my god.
It's we have a horrible track record together.
I want to try that.
0-3 on that.
Yeah, I'm 0-3 on that.
Garrick, you want a date?
Yeah, I'm ready to go, man.
Okay.
The first time is like the first time what happened was like my date ditched me and just didn't show up. So I was like, I'm a sad little freshman boy. Yeah. I'm gonna drink this entire thing, and I'm just drinking on the sidewalk. And the cop comes up and he's like, "You having a few drinks out here? You can't drink in public, right?" And I was like, I'm sad by this girl ditched. I'm crying to this cop. He's like, oh my God.
Well, I think that's what you do. Because like as a girl, they like, okay, they do that a lot. But if a dude is crying, like
he's going through shit.
Yeah, he's
really going through it right now. No, but yeah, he like detained me. He gets me in the cruise. He's like, how far away is your house right now? I was like, it's around the corner. It was fucking 2 miles away. I was like, there's no way I'm walking this. I just kept like leading him. He's like, are we close? Are we close? He's like, we're almost there. All right. And then we finally get to my house. He's like, drink water, eat something, go the fuck to sleep and get out of here. I was like, thank you, Lord. And then like a week later, I got like a fucking a thing where it's like, you still got to show up to court, though.
Oh, wait. So did he get your ID, or did he just kind of
yeah.
Oh, okay, all right.
But the funniest part of that story is that before he got my ID, he was trying to like get me because like I'm underage, so he's assuming that everyone else that I was drinking with was going to be underage as well. And so he's like, he's trying to like ask me like where the party was. And he's like, so like where were you drinking? Like, don't you have friends that could like take you home? Why don't I take you to your friends? I was like, man, I ain't no rat. In the midst of a blackout, I hit him with like shit you would hear from The Wire.
Yeah.
That's a homie right there. Yeah.
I was like, I ain't no rat.
The last bits of like memory you have, it just breaks through.
And I swear to God, he looks at his partner and is like, I am not fucking dealing with it.
Yes.
This fucking idiot thinks this is life or death.
It's like, I'm just going to smack it with MIPs. It's not. Oh, shit, man.
And then I had my first fraternity event the next morning.
There you go.
Oh, no.
I was talk of the town. And then the second time I got arrested, once again, shout out Day in the Fifth. Once again, this time I started drinking earlier because we were supposed to pregame because I was like, I can't get that hammered. I need to get this out of the way over a longer period of time.
Yeah.
I don't want to fuck up again. I fucked up again. And so what happened was like, I invited my date, different person this time. I invited my date, and it was me and my two housemates and their dates. And we're just pre-gaming at our house. And my date has yet to come by still.
Yeah.
And so once again, I was like, no chance I'm getting ditched again. 2 years in a row? Are you kidding me? And like these two happened within like the span of like 6 or 7 months. And the whole time my mom's like, just don't get arrested again. Just don't get arrested again. It's a tall order because, like, dude, I'm about to get arrested again. And so, like, yeah. So my date doesn't show up. Once again, I'm like, fuck it. I'm drinking this entire fifth by myself.
Not a
Pre-game.
single lesson learned.
Pre-game. Entire fifth drank. I drank the entire fifth of the pre-game. This fucking bitch shows up right before we're about to leave for the thing. I was like, I can't show up without alcohol, so obviously we go buy another fifth.
And she's sober?
She's sober, so she wants to stick around a little bit longer at the house. And so we start drinking again. By the time we leave, that second fifth almost gone.
Holy shit.
The second fifth almost gone.
I'm in awe.
Yeah. And then once again, my brain's like, it'll be disrespectful if we go without a real fifth. It's disrespectful. I have a reputation to uphold.
Yeah. I can't be seen as like some moocher, you know?
And so once again, we get a third fifth. And that is the one that we actually make it to the party with. And at this point, like, I'm relatively drunk, but I'm not like hammered. Like, I still remember the majority of the party. Because it's like I drank this over like the span of like 2.5 hours.
Oh, okay.
So 2 fifths in 2.5 hours.
Right.
It's not that. Back then it wasn't. And for normal people, aggressive.
Yeah.
1/5 in 1 day, aggressive. 2 fifths, 2.5 hours. College Andrew, we got that unlocked.
Oh yeah, college is a whole different thing. It's not alcoholism if you're still in college.
No, I'll tell you how I started college, but
yeah. Oh, okay.
yeah.
All right.
No, but yeah, like so we get to the party with the third fifth. And then within like half an hour, that's gone. Because we're both drinking and we're giving a bit out to like other people that are trying to like, we're switching off with people.
Right.
And so, yeah, that's gone in 30 minutes. At this point, basically 2.5, almost 3 deep. Because I'm taking the brunt of this fifth for the most part. I get the great idea to at 2 a.m, get a fourth fifth.
Where'd you go to college at?
Chapman in Orange County.
Oh shit. Okay, that makes sense because they stopped serving alcohol here at like 1:32. I think
Every liquor store there is closed at like 12 o'clock.
Oh shit.
So,
Oh.
2 a.m.
Oh no. Okay. I think I'm picking up what you're putting
really
down.
want alcohol. And so we walk to the nearest corner store, and I realize that they're closed, but that's not going to stop me. That's not going to stop me. I'm a warrior, okay? I live and die by the sword, all right? And so I try to break into a liquor store to get more alcohol.
Well, it's obvious. That's what you do at 2 a.m.
Yeah. And then the alarm gets triggered, the cops come, and my first instinct is like, my date will be fine. She's a gal. But I'm a college athlete. I for sure can beat these people in a foot race. Little known fact, like, if you guys are wondering, this is almost how I looked like in college. I'm no athlete in the slightest. I was a college goalkeeper for soccer, the least athletic of any soccer player in terms of running.
Right,
I make it probably 5 steps, trip, 2 cops tackle me. They tackle the shit out of me, literally.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
So they tackle me. I shit myself on the sidewalk in front of my date. And now I'm just sitting there on the curb, just leaving a fucking pool of shit on the sidewalk.
Wait, was it like solid, liquid? Like
it's alcohol shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's gonna be.
It's gonna be a little runny.
Damn.
Yeah, and then they put me in the cruiser, and then I got more shit in the cruiser. I threw up in the cruiser. And then when they processed me, I swear to God, I felt like a goddamn celebrity. Like, you know, like when like they make you do the perp walk as a celebrity? There's like paparazzi and cops all looking. Everyone in the station is staring at me because I know for a fact they put it over the radio. It's like, we got a fucking biohazard on us right now.
Yeah, so who really won? Yeah, they arrested you, but...
I'm walking into the police station looking at the homeless people like, let's fucking go. I'm doing this for us, guys.
Damn.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so I got charged with... what's MIP?
MIP,
yeah, I got an MIP, and then I got...
Breaking and entering?
Public intoxication, breaking and entering... like resisting arrest, assaulting an officer because I shit on them, and then vandalizing a police cruiser because I threw up inside.
Okay, yeah,
that's bullshit.
Yeah,
no.
I would contest. They're not wrong.
Were you like, I'm gonna fucking throw up in your cruiser? Watch, or were you just
I have no idea. I know at one point I was naked in the police station. That's for sure because I was full of shit.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask you, did they just like throw you in the cell?
They put me in the drunk tank, and then I spent like probably 8 hours in there, and then I spent like a day and a half in like a cell.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, how'd that go?
Lucky enough, since the first 2 times I got arrested, never got processed in the system.
Oh, so you went in as like a first.
This is technically my first offense. So all I did was just like, don't get arrested again, and you're fine. I paid like $3,000, like you did on lawyer fees, but like, yeah. No, nothing's on my record as of right now. Everything's been expunged.
Wait, but there's a third arrest, I think you said. So.
No, yeah, those were like those. That was like a regular, like I'm just walking with like a drink in my hand.
Oh god, that's so.
That was the least offensive one, but the second and the third one were went hard in the paint on the last one. It's like that. It's like that bit where it's like everyone's like, if I'm gonna fucking walk on ice, I might as well dance.
Yeah,
all right?
yeah. That's.
There's no way I'm soft stepping into this bitch. All right. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I remember the one time I got pulled over, like before when I still had my Camaro and shit like that. I was like just speeding. I just got it, you know. And I'm like speeding down the freeway, and this construction zone's like 55, but it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. There's no one actually working. And I see this like Charger come up, and I'm like, I slow down because I think it might be a cop car. But then he slows down. Then I speed up a little bit. He speeds. I'm like, oh, obviously this guy wants to race. So as soon as I punch it, lights come on. I'm like, I'm fucked.
Oh shit.
Because not only am I like criminally speeding, right there in the passenger seat, I have 2 8-balls of Coke at a scale.
Oh my god.
And what kills me is that because right before, because I was coming home and a girl texted me, she's like, "You should come up and we should hang out." And I'm like, "Yeah." And I'm like, I was thinking in my head, I should stop and drop off the stuff. I said, no, I need to go get laid. So I did that. And basically, like, I got fucking lucky there. It was like white privilege to the max because he's like, if I search your cars or anything, I'm not going to like. And I said, no, officer, I can just give you the keys if you want. He looks at me like up and down. He's like, I'll let you go. And I got fucking lucky there, which is why I think I got hammered so hard running a stop sign going 5 miles an hour, you know.
Yeah, the law of averages came back and hit you in the ass in the worst possible way.
Well, it was funny, too, because they're just like, where's your driver's license? I'm on a motorcycle. I said, it's in my backpack over there. It's like, if we search it, are we going to find anything? I said, no, you're not. Within 30 seconds, he comes back with a bag of shrooms. He's like, what's this? And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I was looking for those shrooms for the last 2 goddamn months.
I had 10 cordon bleu, dude.
Yeah. I just looked at him. I said, that's medicinal. And they're like...
Medicinal shrooms, you fucking idiot.
I don't think they didn't buy it. They didn't buy it at all.
This is medicinal Molly, dude.
Yeah. Because I think at that moment, I'm like, oh, shit, I'm really fucked now. Because, well, you know, it all works out in the end, normally. Most of the time.
God. No, dude, that's fucking hilarious.
And I'm really proud of myself for thinking of that while I'm fucking drunk as shit. I felt like I was like, if I really sell this, they're going to believe it.
You got any wild boy hour shit?
Well, I've never been arrested, but I've definitely, like, run into the cops a couple times. There was, like, once my freshman year of college where I went to a university that was, like, a primarily engineering university. Mm-hmm. And so St. Patrick's Day is really important. He's the patron saint of engineers.
Oh,
and so,
I didn't know that. That's pretty cool.
Exactly. So, like, for the first 2 weeks before St. Patrick's Day, everybody just, like, drinks nonstop the entire time, right? And this is, like, a small rural town, like, in the middle of Missouri. It's like everything fucking shuts down. The population like triples in size because everyone from around the state
is
all trying to come. Yeah. And you ever watch Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
That is one of my favorite shows of all time. I fucking love that show.
You remember Riot Punch, right?
Yeah.
So my friends and I decided to recreate Riot Punch. We're like 18, right? I'm not a heavy drinker at this point, but it's St. Pat's, right? So fuck it. We go and we buy these empty gallons, like gallon containers.
Gallon container. I was about to ask you. You better be rocking them. Yeah. Oh,
Hawaiian Punch, Sprite. And I didn't really like know how to mix it. So, and I guess my spatial reasoning's bad because I didn't realize how much Everclear like would fit into a gallon.
Yeah.
And so like I emptied the entire bottle of Everclear into the gallon. The entire 2 liter of Sprite and like a splash or two of Hawaiian Punch. Oh, and I just started like chugging that. I'm gagging every time. I'm like, because it's basically just wood alcohol at that point. I might be going blind. I have to be dragged out of the dorm, right? And they drag me like half a mile up the street, and a cop comes and like kind of pulls up to the side. So I immediately throw my friends off, like, get the fuck off me, and I stand up. The most sober I had been in 6 days. And the officer looks at me. He's like, hey, what you guys doing? And they're like, oh, we're just taking our friend back to my house, or to his home. And he's like, oh, where's your home? And I like looked and I saw the dorm and I just pointed. I'm like, it's there. And he's like, okay, cool. And he just gets in his car and goes off. And they were like, we were so afraid you were going to say something like Texas, you know, like
just so it goes a goof.
Yeah.
Just be like, this is where my comedy career begins. I'm starting off with crowd work with cops.
You know what's funny? I don't mean to cut you off, but when I got arrested, they asked me what I was doing in California, and I said I'm doing a comedy show. And they didn't buy it at all. And then while they were taking me to the station, they unpack, take everything out of my pocket. They find like drink vouchers to JP's, and like, what is this? You know, they didn't buy it at all.
Was this before or after you said medicinal?
This was after. This was after.
Of course, that joke bombed, dude. They're like, this dude's not a fucking comic.
Yeah, no, they didn't buy that shit at all.
Tough crowd.
But I was like, I was so drunk, and I've got it out like close calls before. I'm like, no, I think if I get them on my side, I can get out of this.
You have the fucking bottle that you had in your backpack. You're like, I still got a cop. Wait, sir? Sir? What do you do for a living? As
I was getting booked, as I'm getting processed, I'm still thinking, no, I can still get out of this.
Some dude is fucking you in the ass in a jail cell. You're like, you know what? I'm innocent. I'm getting out of this.
Oh, shit. Yeah, and you're still not, you said like you weren't a heavy drinker at the time. You're still not a heavy drinker.
Me?
Yeah.
Of course I am.
No, last time I had to go, pick you up. You had 2 Irish car bombs.
I had
and by the
so
time,
much more before that.
Those are fire. Irish car bombs are fire.
They are. They fuck you right up, though.
Yeah.
I blacked out in front of my father and his friend and his friend's daughter.
I've done that a few
couple
times.
weeks ago.
Yeah,
yes.
I've done that a few times.
Oh, it was a fun sight to see because he's just like, you don't think I can get laid, Dad? And he just unlocks his phone and just starts showing off like news that he was getting.
Trying to dick your father.
And I'm like saying this all at the top of my lungs, right? So the entire bar is ingratiated into my sex life at this point.
What the fuck?
And like, I don't know. I started talking about I'm banging. I'm like, yeah, she's a squirter. I turned to my dad's friend's daughter. I'm like, you know what that is, Morgan? You know what a squirter is? You know that they're not lying, all right?
This poor girl's just staring at him like, I want to go home.
Oh my god, that is the funniest thing I've ever heard.
I went through a punching phase. I tried to fight my dad. Like, I like grabbed his shirt.
Oh my god.
And what did I say? I said something, and his friend is like, "There's some family therapy going on."
Oh yeah, no, because he got angry that your dad's. You started yelling at your dad. You adopted Garrick as your 3rd son in Vegas. What about me? You left me.
Yeah. Which is not something that bothers me, but in my head, I think it's fucking hilarious, right? So I'm like the king of comedy right now. In reality, I just sound like I'm traumatized.
Oh my god, that is fucking amazing. I've never heard of anything like that before in my life.
It's so much worse.
Yeah, that was like towards the end of the night. So like at that point, we've kind of given up on trying to rein him in. And I don't even know how that happened, but you just started showing just like anybody who would like pay attention was like, look at that. And then you're like, I'm gonna text my high school ex. I'm like, I don't think you should do that. And you just lead off with hi, bitch.
Straight to the point.
Yeah.
I love it.
But what I love about that is as I was driving him home, he went like all like cutesy. He's just like, Garrick, I can't believe she remembers who I am and texted me. And I'm like, dude, you texted her first.
You thought it was fucking planned in the stars that she was texting you right now?
She was like, she didn't like my Instagram account has no pictures of me. She's like, who are you?
Oh no!
And I'm like, I'm Jamison. I'm fucked up. And she's like, oh wow. That was her response. She was like, oh wow.
Oh fuck, dude.
Yeah. Okay, so don't let him fool you. All right, I was like 6, 7 G&Ts deep and like a bourbon teeny, and then I did a car bomb and I was feeling pretty good. I was like feeling myself, and then I ordered a second one. It was that second one, man. That's what did it. That was the mistake. But I outdrank this fucker in Vegas, all right? Dude, this dude, I had to, like, go on this Hangover-esque journey to find him. He went missing in Vegas. We got really fucked up at this bar in our casino.
Yeah.
And he just pieces out, which I thought he had to go to the bathroom, right? Because I would never let him
just
be on his own.
Yeah.
Right? And he told me about how in the trip that he went to Vegas earlier that year, he, like, passed out in a bush, right? And so I noticed Garrick's been missing for like maybe 40 minutes now. I'm like, there's no fucking way he's in the bathroom. So I go back up to my room, right? And the door's locked. Like even with the card key, I can't get in.
Yeah.
My father, who was also very fucked up at the time, had bolted the door lock, right? He used the deadbolt. And so what we found out later...
Yeah, he's still angry with you about the last time you all went drinking
No,
together.
this was before.
Oh,
this is before, all right? And so we're like, shit. And we couldn't find Garrick. And so like I had to like journey 1.5 miles down the strip, right, trying to get back to that bush, because we found what we think is the bush he passed out in.
Yeah,
right?
like the previous day we walked past it, and I was like, I think this is the bush, and you could still see like an imprint of a person falling in.
While I'm walking over a bridge, there's this woman complaining about a man, right? And she's like, he's just so obsessed with Rainforest Cafe. I can't believe that. Now, I'm not a detective, but that sounds like a lead right there, right? Who else in the world do you know that's obsessed with Rainforest
Would
Cafe?
berate a woman.
He had a receipt, too, for a souvenir cup, so I knew he had motive. He had motive to go back. So I go there. I go back to that Rainforest Cafe. It's right across the bridge. It's closed. Damn it. Lead's gone cold. I turn around. Fat Tuesday's there. I get a daiquiri, 151 in it. I'm not saying I gave 100%, but I at least tried, all right?
Oh, my fucking God.
I take a cab down to the Flamingo. I investigate the garden.
Oh, my God.
He's not there. I've checked every bush. All right?
You're telling this like a noir tale.
I text our Snapchat group chat, guys, I've lost Garrick in Vegas. He's gone. He's just gone.
the first person's like, "Have you checked the Rainforest Cafe yet?"
Cold. It's cold. So I make it back to my hotel room. I text him like, "You motherfucker! I don't care where you are right now. You're finding your own way back to Phoenix." All right, and 4 a.m. hits. I get woken up. I'm really fucking hungover. Who do I see? Care Bear over here. He has work. He has to go to work. He grabs his laptop, goes out. I'm like, what the fuck just happened? Turns out the entire time, our room was at the end of the hallway. The entire time, he was asleep in the stairwell.
I've done that before.
Yeah.
I've done that before. Respect.
Respect. Because like when I came in, his dad already beat me to the hotel room and it was deadbolted. So I fell there. I said, wait, no. Like if someone sees me, it's not gonna look good. So I just went like 6 feet down to the right. Opened up, saw no camera. I'm like, no one's going to be climbing up 23 flights of stairs. And I just fell asleep right there.
6 feet away from our room. And I went like a mile and a half. I swear to God, I was pissed. And then,
great detective work. Yeah. He's like extrapolating this entire fucking grand scheme of like where you could be. He's like, I'm around the corner.
I can't blame him though. Like that Rainforest Cafe, I mean, that's something I definitely would do.
The stars were aligned for that. Who else? Your soulmate is out there. You know that, right? Like there's a doppelganger running around praising RFC. You know that.
I need to meet this man, dude.
Earlier that wasn't the first headache he caused me that day. Earlier that day, we went to Vegas because there was like a Battlebots event. They were recording an episode for Battlebots.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you ever see that show?
I used to make them in high school.
Oh shit! Okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
So we wake up, we're getting ready to go. My dad offers me an edible, so I take an edible. Garrick sees that. He's like, oh, shit, I don't want to be the only one here, like, not on something. So he pulls out this little bag. He's like, Jamison. I'm like, what? He's like, I got Molly. And now my father's been telling us this whole trip, we have box seats. Mm-hmm. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, we're going to be, like, walled off, secluded, away from everyone else, like, nice, like, little area.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, dude, go ahead and do the Molly. I'm not going to, all right? I just took an edible. I don't want to do that. And he's like, okay, cool. He takes the Molly. We go. We get into the cab, and he just met my dad's friend, Kenji. Yeah. He's known him for maybe 5 minutes. We get in the cab.
Okay, well.
Immediately starts oversharing.
Yeah, I can see you squirming right now. I know this is not in your liking of a story.
So we're telling the cab driver, yeah, we're going to Battlebots. He's like, oh, yeah, it's the Japanese, right? They make those robots because they don't know how to fuck, right? He's just being casually racist to 2 Japanese people in the car, right? All the while, the edible's now hitting me, right? And I'm like, I can't fucking deal with this right now. Now, the Molly has just hit Garrick, and he's like, they do know how to fuck. I thought my dad was a domestic abuser when I was a kid because my mom screams and cries like a fucking Jap in the bedroom. And he started going off about his ex, right, and all this shit. And it's kind of dawning on me. I'm like, oh, God, he's going to be like this the entire time at Battlebots. Thank God we have box seats. We get to Battlebots, somehow make it through security. We go. The first thing he does when he gets in is scream, fuck yeah, Battlebots! There are like 150 Boy Scouts. I'm not even kidding. There was like a thing. 150 Boy Scouts in this room. Families, children, small children, right? Yeah. And I'm like, Garrick, can you be quiet? And he's like, sorry, it's the Molly. I'm like, shut the fuck up about the Molly, Garrick. We get led to our box seats. They're not box seats. They're just like a special rafter at the end, right?
Yeah, it's like you got like 2 extra feet of space in between the next.
Exactly. Yeah. But we are still in that crowd, baby. And Garrick is rolling his fucking mind off right now. My dad turns around and looks at me. He gives me like one of these. And I'm like, listen, I don't know what to do right now. I'm so fucking high. So I had to like muzzle Garrick the entire time, keep him from screaming about Molly and his ex and about like all kinds of shit. Oh, God. Yeah,
I had a good time.
Dude, I got a story that's kind of similar to that, where at least the last part. But I used to be in a fraternity in college, and
real fast, which one? I'm curious.
Delta Sigma Phi.
I pledged to Sigma Chi. When I was in college,
for sure.
So
Fuck yeah. And so I used to be the social chair, so I'd like unofficially plan all the parties. I used to plan all the exchanges with sororities and like formal and date parties and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so it's my first date party in charge. So we're a new chapter. Like I was a founding father, so like I didn't really have any gauge on how to do all of this.
Oh shit. Okay.
And so I made it. Do you know what what boomers is?
Not like the slang, right? Or?
No. It's kind of like a mini golf place, but has like an arcade and stuff like that.
Okay.
It's kind of like a main event, but like shittier. It's like the Chuck E. Cheese version of a main event.
It's a California thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so, so I plan our event there, and like the whole time leading up to it, I was like, all right, I have this whole thing fucking planned out. Everything's going swimmingly. There's no way this can get fucked up. And I also didn't know I wasn't allowed to drink at the event.
Oh.
And I black out at the pregame. And so, like, I'm just, like, casually fucking everything up that I planned. Like, I'm not getting anyone, like, the tickets they need to, like, check in and start playing games. And, like...
So they're just kind of, like, waiting in line while you're just getting hammered.
I'm just hammered, being, like, talking to my friends. I'm yakking in a bush. And, I get there, I was like, everyone's like, the president comes up and he's like, yo, like, we need these fucking cards so that we can start playing. Like, get the cards real quick and then just fuck off. I don't give a shit anymore. And so I go to the front desk to, like, the person I had seen literally, like, 6 hours earlier that day.
Right.
And they informed me that last second, they are sharing now sharing our event. Because I had rented out the entire park.
Okay.
That we are now sharing our event with the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Whoa, no.
And so it's just a bunch of hammered fucking fraternity people. They're even drunker dates. And then mentally ill people and dying children.
That's incredible.
Just people whose greatest dream is to meet John Cena are now meeting college kids that are hammered.
Hey, you got the sorority chicks there. I mean,
yeah,
some of those kids probably had a better time with that. I'm not gonna lie.
You got leukemia, dude? Oh, that fucking sucks. Here, take a shot, man.
I swear to God, dude, people were like, "Oh, dude, that fucking sucks. Like, you want to hit this nicotine real quick?
You want to slap the chemo bag?"
You're slapping some poor kid's colostomy bag.
I don't get it. He must be fucked up right now.
Yo, what's in that bag? It's fucking my IV. I need it to live.
Oh, chug that shit, bro.
You got any of that medicinal shit? I'm trying to get crossed.
You got medicinal shrooms on you, dude?
Yes. Holy shit. Tell me, though, like, what was the interactions? Any interactions, please?
Dude. So, like, there's, like, a pond. People were, like, stripping down, and jumping into the pond. People were throwing up all over the golf course. People were, like, yelling, like, exactly like what happened with Garrick with the Boy Scouts, just yelling obscenities in front of, like, 5-year-olds and their chaperones. I got at this place, they had, like, a little go-kart track, and they're like, drunk driving laws still apply to the go-karts, dude. And I am blacked out. At one point, I remember I was driving the wrong way down the track because I got hit and my car turned around.
Yeah, it turns and shit.
I was like,
"You got 3 months to live, Timmy? Let's knock that down. Let's knock that down right now."
And I was like, track's in front of me still. And I just started driving. I almost ran over one of the fucking poor employees that were there. We were supposed to be there for, like people are, like, fighting the people that serve drinks there because they won't accept their fake IDs. It's a wild... There's, like, local and, like, somewhat national headlines about it because that's how bad it was. Because it's, like, it's two national organizations just getting reamed online by, like, local papers and stuff like that. I'm personally banned for life from all Boomers locations because my name was on the documents.
Hey, I think that's worth it. I think that is 100% worth it.
Yeah, we were supposed to be there for, like, 3 hours. We lasted probably 45 minutes before we got kicked out. And then, like, we had to wait, like, 30 minutes because our bus drivers, like, left.
Oh.
Because they thought we were going to be there for a few hours. We didn't even make it one. And so, yeah, we just, like, people were yelling, like, fuck Boomers. And then I heard someone yell out, fuck the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
No!
Yeah, it might have been me. But it was probably me, to be honest.
No one really knows for sure.
Yeah, there's no proof. So it wasn't me, but it was 100% me.
What the fuck are these kids doing at Boomers? Like, that's your last
That's
wish?
exactly what I, like, jokingly, I was yelling. I was like, who the fuck wants to die and go to Boomers?
At least, like, go to Disneyland, you know? Like,
we are in Orange County. Anaheim is fucking 10 minutes away. Go to fucking Disneyland.
Like, don't you want to meet Spider-Man? Like, don't you want to meet Batman?
Man, those Make-A-Wish Foundation probably wasn't doing so good then, right?
Yeah, those were probably the people that had a few more years to live.
Yeah, or they're from, like, the trailer park, you know? They won't know the difference between Boomers.
These are the affirmative action hires. The Make-A-Wish Foundation children.
Oh, shit.
That's fucking incredible.
Yeah, but that was a bananas show. That was fucking wild.
I don't think
people got left behind. I felt like it was literally like our personal Afghanistan, where it's like people were left behind. People were getting it was fucking bananas. I'm out of my mind. I have no idea what's happening. I'm just like, oh, we got most of them out, so we're good.
Yeah.
Man, I don't think we have a story that tops that shit. Besides you, like, trying to one-up your dad, but...
God damn it, that's fucking amazing.
There was the time I went to Furcon, but, you know...
Furries?
Hear me out. Hear me out, please. I'm not a furry. Not a fan of furries. Don't support them.
Just trying to fuck them.
No.
they call that yiffing.
I've seen furries. You've seen furries? No.
Yeah.
So I used to be a competitive Super Smash Brothers Melee player.
Oh, dude. Our one of the other producer on The Final Stop, Richie Anderson, used to do the exact same thing. He used to go around the country playing Smash Bros.
Me too. So
Yeah.
I drove from Dallas to San Jose to participate in Genesis 3. Big tournament, biggest tournament of all time at that point. And we're driving around downtown San Jose, and I'm noticing, like, you know, off of like the light poles and shit, there's these little banners saying Furcon 2016. I'm like, oh wow, that's weird. I didn't know that they held their conventions here. Okay, cool. So we get to the convention hall in San Jose, and sure enough, what's going on at the same time as our tournament? It's Furcon, right? And so we're in this long-ass line, right, getting ready for registration, and, like, I see all types of flora and fauna, right, walking by. You got, like, your bloody elk, your eagle playing the guitar, right? I'm just laughing my ass off. This is incredible. So, you know, we had furries there, right, on one side of the convention center. On the other side, there was us, you know. But on the second day, there was another addition to the convention center. Girls' high school volleyball tournament. Yes. These poor women had to be
getting
stuck.
Assaulted on both sides. Dude, they're
either
fighting
side.
a war on both fronts, dude.
They are. The furries on one side, smelly Smash players on the other. I watched a whole line of them. They were about to go into the little gymnasium there, and I watched some based boy from the Smash community. Fat, ass crack showing, hasn't showered in 4 days. Runs up and tries to hold the door open. He holds the door open for them, and they all single file go in.
Yeah.
They're like, shh.
Dude,
Low profile.
They're walking like it's like the fucking Rose Bowl. Like they got fans on both sides. They're like, woo! Yeah. Show me those tits, thoughts.
Yeah.
But the way they were walking, you would think they were going to Auschwitz, right? Like they were. They were just like, please, anything to get me out of here.
They got fucking numbers on their arm, but it's just desperate people trying to get their phone numbers from them.
Yes, exactly. So my heart went out to them. I was like, you brave girls. You didn't know what.
God.
Yeah, they had no idea what they were getting into.
Oh my God. So I have that. So I love your Make-A-Wish story. That's fucking fantastic. Dude, fraternity shit, man. That shit gets wild. Dude.
Yeah.
They need to keep us away from civilization, man.
Dude, it was on it. Like, one of the funniest things is just being, because like usually like there is like that stereotype where it's like, oh dude, who the fuck do you know at this fucking house, dude? And it's like, it's not like that.
No,
at least where I was at, I could definitely see how like big state schools are 100% like that, because there's like probably like 200 people trying to enter one house. 99%.
Yeah, no,
Pikes or shit.
I went in one time. I had 8 girls with me, and they still wouldn't let me in. So then I tried cross-dressing to get in there. And let me tell you something. Those guys, they have a keen eye for that kind of thing, you know? I also didn't shave my legs. That probably gave me away, but...
Well, what I used to do before I joined my chapter was that I would go with, like, a bunch of girls, and they would, like... I'd be like, I'll catch you guys later. They would go in, scout the perimeter of the house for, like, places I can hop in over the walls.
There you go.
And, like, if they didn't find anything, we would just go to the next house over. And then... if they did, I would just hop the fence, and then I'd just get hammered there until they kicked me out.
And these are the girls you were with?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had a girl do anything as thoughtful for me.
No,
what the fuck? That's so nice.
Oh, man, yeah, no.
Ladies take note. Oh, man.
I had one that would do similar stuff, but that ended pretty poorly.
Well, that's because she would drug your drinks, and that's what you really liked about her.
Yeah.
She'd roofie him.
You know what they say, spontaneity gets the heart going.
Oh, yeah, no, I mean, like, I love that she is willing to commit crimes for me, you know?
Yeah.
But, yeah, that was a doozy of a one.
Dude, so it's funny you mentioned, like, Date in the Fifth, right?
Yeah.
You ever played Edward 40 Hands?
I do. Okay. I got one more story about drinking, and I got a picture that accompanies it.
Yes.
And so during like during the winter session, like we have the fall. We used to go by semester, so we had the fall and then the spring, and then in the middle during like December or January, we would have a thing called interterm, which is like you take one class because you're only allowed 4 credits, so you take one class and then just fuck off the rest of the day. So everyone would just stay there, even if they weren't taking the class, just to get hammered. Okay. Because it's just, you party every single night during that like month and a half. And so at Chapman, we used to have this thing called the Interterm Challenge, and it was broken down to like drug challenges, drinking challenges, sex challenges, and the like miscellaneous stuff was like rob this place, like, steal a traffic sign, or like steal like a street sign or something like that. And like me and my team, it was like you're allowed like 5 people on the team, and we're going up against like different chapters, different like clubs on campus, and like we made it to the last like day, like we were second place, and then on the last day you had to do a beer Olympics. So it was like Great American Challenge, Pong, Rage Cage, all that kind of stuff, and then like the pinnacle, like the penultimate event was a shot for shot. And this is where I was king. So I was basically like the star player getting arrested for the Super Bowl. And so like we're playing, and like it's neck and neck between us and first place, and like we just needed to win the shot for shot,
right, in
order to win the entire event.
Okay.
And so they put me up against like 3 other people, and at the top, I'm kind of nervous. Like I was like, oh, dude, I don't know how I'm gonna fare. After a certain point, I don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And so the dude from the team in first place tries to like immediately big dick all of us because it's like tit for tat. So like he takes a shot, we all take a shot. It's like set by the pace of the other people around us. This dude takes 6 shots, like, back to back to back to back. It just had, like, big dick all of us, just, like, because if you yak, you're out.
Right.
And so, like, one person immediately, like, yaks after shot 4, he's out. The other dude makes it through. He's wobbly, though. He's
feeling it.
He's on his heels right now. He's against the ropes. And so it's just me and that guy. And, like, I'm hanging in there. I was like, it's rough. Like, like I feel it in my chest. And so we just keep going back and forth. Eventually, the other dude's just like, I'm fucking out. I can't do it. It's just me and the dude from first place. And we're just going back and forth. And, like, during the course of that time, one of the challenges is that we had to get, like, one of your teammates had to shave their head. And so, like, I had the shortest hair on the team.
So it's like, might as well be you.
Yeah, I just did it. And so the way that they kept track – oh, shit, my phone's about to let me find this picture before my phone died. The way that we were able to keep track of how many shots I had taken was that we would tally them on my forehead.
Hell yes.
And so, so we would tally them, and then it got to the point where, like, it stopped being like me versus the other guy and just being like, we just need to finish all the alcohol. We just got to set, because, like, the original record for the year before was like 28 shots.
What? That's enough to kill someone.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
And so we're coming up on it. It was like, we just need to pass this threshold. And then we hit 28 shots, and then it went back to being like, well, I'm not going to be the first one to pussy out of this.
Oh, so it just...
Yeah, hold on. My phone's dying.
You gambled your life, and amazing. Also, please feel free to send us that image so we can put it up on the video.
Yeah, hold on. Sorry if I'm not... if it's...
No, dude, no, there's no...
Oh, here it is. Perfect.
Please.
And so, yeah, so this is how I look.
Jesus!
This is how I looked during that.
Yeah, check it out, dude.
This is me during shot for shot. Those tallies are the number of shots I had taken at that point.
It's a 20 right there, dude.
Fuck,
yeah. And so by the end of it, he yaks at like 31
Fucking
shots.
Pussy.
I was so drunk. I was like, you know what? I'm going to keep going on my own. I finished around like 34, 35 shots.
Oh, Jesus. That's a tank right there, dude.
Yeah. And then I obviously I'm blacked out drunk.
Oh, yeah.
I'm blackout drunk. The next thing I remember, I'm mid-stroke in a woman, fucking the shit out of this chick. I have no idea how I even got there, what house I'm in.
You were the hero.
Yeah.
That's how you got there.
Yeah, it was like that scene in like fucking it's like that scene in like every fight movie where like they just pass him a beer. He's like going these crowds are. I felt like a fucking disabled Rudy. I forgot the word that I can't say anymore, but I was trying to do an alliteration for fucking.
Yeah.
I love that you had that Avatar error on your head.
Yeah.
She was fucking a dude with like the Avatar. Right?
I
Like,
woke up.
Jesus
There was
Christ.
no more things on my head anymore.
Did they rub off? Were they cleaned off? I guess that's
They
something-
were rubbed off all over her sheets.
Fucking yes. Leave your mark, dude.
Yeah.
The next guy that sees that, he's like, "What's that?" It's permanent.
A
marker. It's hard to
legend.
get
A
off.
legend. Something you'll never be able to achieve.
God damn, that's awesome, dude.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude.
man.
And then I like black back out. I wake up, and I was like, "Oh, where the fuck am I?" I find my clothes. I go to the bathroom, and like my entire neck and chest is fucking purple
Yeah.
because she just went to town on me. Just did
Nice.
fucking bite marks all over, scratches all over my back. And I was just like, "What the fuck just
So
happened?"
you were fucking like a fucking champ.
Oh, yeah,
dude.
no, yeah.
You were
I was-
blacked out.
Since then, but prior to then, never achieved that level of just sexual prowess in my entire life.
Would you call that a peak? Was
That's
that
100% peak.
Oh, that's
That's 100% a
good
peak.
Some people have peaks that are way less than that.
Yeah.
You fucked a rabid animal, dude. Like,
and live to tell the tale.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I think 34 shots should honestly hospitalize.
you outdrank John Bonham, the drummer for Led Zeppelin. He died at 33, dude. That killed him. Bro. Holy shit.
a fucking champ.
Yeah, it was fucking wild. And then I'm hungover as shit. I walk outside and she gives me a kiss goodbye. I was like, no. I just felt
no.
not because she was gross, but just because I felt disgusted that what had happened during the night and then like what led to that event. I just felt so gross in my entire body. And then I look outside and like I'm 2 houses away from my best friend's house. And so I just walk over there. We just start playing fucking beer die. We immediately go to start playing beer die within like fucking an hour. I was like, "Yo, can I get like something to eat?"
Yes.
And he had just bought like Chick-fil-A, and so I had like some of his nuggets, and I was like, "Oh, I need a drink." He's like, "I got beers. You want to play beer die real quick? I'll call the boys over." And then the boys show up. They see my neck, and they're like, "What the fuck?"
Oh, yes.
Oh, dude, it was she Evander Holyfield my entire fucking neck, dude.
Well, shit. It seemed like you came close to a second peak from what you were telling me when you just got back from New York, right?
Oh, New York was it was
A doozy of a different kind, it seems like.
oh yeah, it was fucking bananas out. Like it's like I was telling everyone, it's like at Chapman, it was like New York is a lot like Chapman as a city, where it's like so many gorgeous people just everywhere. That when one person rejects another gorgeous person, their self-confidence just fucking dies. So then they're just, like, emotionally in their eyes back at my level of attractiveness.
Perfect.
I
need to go there.
This is my demographic right
Yeah. Just broken bitches, you know? No.
now. We prefer damaged around here. Okay?
But, potato.
No, but, yeah, I've told him, and like the first few nights I'm just there doing spots, and then I met this chick who I actually like really liked. I ended up going on a date with her, but I panicked because she was like really hot, and I was like I didn't. It's like that Plankton meme where it's like I didn't think I was gonna make it. This far.
Yeah.
And so I panicked, and I didn't really hear her well, and I told her that I lived in Brooklyn. And so she was like, "Oh, so you're like from around here?" I was like, "Yeah, I can't go back now. I just look like a piece of shit." And so like, yeah, we just went on a date, and it was fun. And then she's like, I told her eventually because I was like, I have to make this date fucking fun as shit, so that when I do bring it up, I still got a slight chance.
Yeah.
And then she was like, "No, like I don't. What the fuck are you thinking, dude? Like I'm not gonna do a long distance relationship with someone in fucking Phoenix, all right?" But she's like, "If you do move back, like and I'm still single. Hit me up, and we should meet up again. So I was like, that's pretty cool. Like, it probably won't amount to anything, but it's still cool.
Did you hit?
No, I did not. I can't hit after telling her I don't live in Brooklyn.
Yeah, you should have hit and then told her that you don't live.
That's the perfect crime.
That's above my pay grade, dude. I might be a fucking disgusting little man, but I can't do that.
Oh, yeah, that's where you and I are different, my friend.
No scruples here. Holy shit.
No, and then the next night, I'm like on the high from that. So it's like,
wait, that was a high?
Well, like a high, like as in like I can attract someone to go on a date with me.
Okay.
Way out of my league.
That was seemingly willing to make it into a relationship.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so the next night, I go down to the cellar, the comedy cellar, because I just wanted to watch a show.
Right.
And I get there early because I just finished doing like a show like down the street. Because like in New York,
they're like
there's
everywhere. Right?
Comedy clubs are like speakeasies in the back of every bar. And so you just walk down the street and you make a turn in the bar. You're in the middle of a comedy show now. And so I did a show like two like a street and a half, like a block and a half down that way from the cellar. And so I finished that show. My show at the cellar is like at 11. And so I'm just chilling out and hanging out, talking to the bouncer, trying to like make an impression.
Right.
You know, like small time things where it's like, oh, maybe when I come back you'll remember me. And this couple in like their mid to late 40s sits down next to me. And like they're cool, like they're both like relatively attractive for their age. And so like they start talking to me, like I tell them I'm from Phoenix. They I guess honeymooned in Phoenix, in like Sedona or some shit like that. They used to like live in Scottsdale for a minute. And then it comes around to like what I do, and I told them I'm a stand-up comic. And immediately the wife's eyes light the fuck up. Because, like, if you tell someone in New York that you're a stand-up comic,
oh, they think, like,
you're the next big thing.
Yeah.
Like, everyone's, like, supposed to be, like, talented if they're pursuing, like, something in the arts in New York.
right.
Or else they wouldn't be doing it any further.
That makes sense, yeah.
And so everyone thinks you're going to be the next big thing. And so, like, the wife's eyes lights up. We start talking about stand-up. We're getting drinks from, like, because, like, you could sit outside and still drink in New York. Mm-hmm. And then they start checking us in to, like, because the show's about to start. Or, like, they're about to start seating everyone. And, like, the wife is, like, grabbing my arm the whole time. She's, like, laughing and touching me. And I was like,
I love where this is going.
All right. And then she's begging me to, like, join their table, like, to sit down with them. And I was like, fuck it, whatever. I'm not going to. Like, at this point, I'm still not privy to this.
You didn't know what was going on?
To the situation that's about to happen.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I'm a young boy. Like, I might be a sexual deviant, but this is above my pay grade
How
stuff.
old were you?
This was fucking 2 weeks ago.
Oh.
I've never been proposed with something like this before.
How old are you?
I just turned 23. I turned 23 in New York.
You should know by now what's going on. What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm a fucking toad person, okay? There's no one trying to have me enter their marriage.
You're getting physical contact from a MILF and a half, dude. Come on.
No, yeah, but that's yeah. So I joined their table, and like now I'm starting to get kind of like the vibe of what's going down. Yeah. Because like the husband's kind of like meek and a quiet person, and she's a very loud, abrasive drunk.
I like where this is going.
No, it's not going to be a spit roast, is it? This is.
Oh no, it's going to be a cuck situation.
Not a corn on the cob type.
And so, yeah, and so you guys are gonna be upset, but like, and so we start like they sit us down, and there's like a booth on one side, and then chairs on the other side. The husband sits down on the booth side. She scoots in all the way to the back on the chair side. And I'm like, I'm not really comfortable with this whole situation. Like, I don't fuck with it. Because, like, the whole time we were outside, they were talking about, like, how their kids are my age and stuff like that. And I was like, dude, what the fuck is happening
that's
now?
okay, no, that's a big coin flip.
Yeah, you have to have something dark in you to still.
And so, like, it's either, like, the best case scenario is I regret and I break up this happy-ish family. Even though, like, I know what, like, they're both into it, but it's like, this just feels weird. Or I end up in a body bag in the fucking river between.
The kid comes home. What the fuck is this?
Yeah. And so, like, so I sit down at the farthest end. So it's her here, empty chair, me, and then the person seating everyone in the cellar comes up to me. He's like, "Oh, we're gonna have another party. Join us. So I'm gonna need you to join your party and sit all the way so that you guys can sit all the way together."
The deck was stacked.
Yeah, and so I sit down, and she whispers in my ear, "Don't you love it when things work out like that?" Like I still like every time I repeat this story, it makes my skin crawl because the way she said it, just fucking breathy, her lips barely hitting my ear. I was like,
actually, no, I'm back on the other team. I would have been I would have sold. Yeah,
Holy shit!
I would have been like, I'll take the risk of either breaking up or ending up in a body bag. That's my weakness.
And like the whole time, like during the show, she's like fucking grabbing my chest, and, like, my arm,
trying to play like footsies in a way.
Yeah, and like her husband's just like side eyeing both of them. It's like even he's kind of getting uncomfortable with like how much she's into it. I look into his eyes. He's like,
You're the fucking people's champ, dude.
Dude, the people's champ right here.
And then like I start like scooting slightly away because I'm like at this point I know I can't go through with it. At this point I know I can't go through with it. And she just drops all subtlety and then just starts grabbing my dick under the fucking table.
Yes.
Oh man.
I'm fighting her so hard. I'm twisting around in my chair. She's like leaning in, so he's like, "Oh, I want to see what this comic is really talking about." And it's just like reaching. I was like, "Dude, what the fuck is happening?" At one point, I have to stand up in the middle of a set to like go to the bathroom. Some motherfucker on stage is like, "Oh, you really gonna walk out in the middle of my stage?" I was like, "My dick is hard. Leave me alone right now."
It really hurts to see someone else living your dreams.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like,
Yeah.
I'm a little envious, but I also understand why you'd want to get out of it.
Yeah, so I literally like, because like they have a very strict no smoking policy. I ran through a fucking puff in that bathroom, just trying to calm down and figure out what my next move is.
Did you go back and stay, or did you just dip on the whole show?
No, of course, dude. So the lineup was Tony Woods, who was like the person that trained Chappelle in stand-up.
Oh, shit.
And like brought him up. Then it was Dave Attell. And then the show right before ours, Aziz had done a drop-in set. So it's safe to assume, since it's the last show of the night, he's probably going to do an hour at the end.
Right.
And so I was like, I can't leave.
Yeah, you can't.
I can't leave. And so I sit back down in that chair in the middle. Oh, dude.
I'm disgusted to see you act like some kind of fucking prisoner right now. This is the greatest thing I've ever heard. You get a quick handy under the table while Aziz Ansari's on stage, and you're trying to get out of there? I'm pissed. Man. This is disrespectful. This is disrespectful to me. Disrespectful to the MILFs. All right? Dishonor on you. Dishonor on your cow. Dishonor on your family. All right?
I was trying to fucking perform sexual subaku on myself out there, dude.
I gotta start going to more clubs, man. Holy shit. I work for a pizzeria up in North Scottsdale. I do delivery.
Yeah.
I get a lot of Scottsdale MILFs, right? That
Yeah.
try to like eye fuck me, dude. You're living my dream right now, all right? I'm telling you. Oh, those women are putting me through college. I'll have you know, all right?
Dude, you're gonna get really mad at this. You're gonna get really mad at this. And so, like when we first sit down, they like ask me like what drinks I'm gonna have that night.
Yeah.
Because you have to have a 2-drink minimum. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, "Oh, just give me a bottle of Bud Light." He's like, "You're not drinking beer with us. All right, we're gonna get you something real to drink."
Yes.
And they get me like fucking $18 Manhattans. They buy me 3 of them, and then like at the end of the night, she's like begging her husband to like pay my entire tab.
Oh.
They spent like fucking $70-$80 on me that night, and I cucked them.
You did, but just putting this out there, you're never gonna be redeemed in his eyes anymore.
No, yeah, I'm a lost cause for sure.
But I'm not gonna lie, like having them pay your tab and walking out is how every girl at a bar is treated.
Oh
me.
yeah.
The tables are turned now.
Yeah,
Paying it
I had
forward.
the power. All right, my pussy, my body. All right, my body, my choice.
Yeah.
I can't imagine what it's like to exercise so much self-control.
Oh, dude, it was years of practice. It's years of practice. And so, so that was that night. And then, like a few nights later, like the last night, the Monday before I leave, I go to a bar because my buddies from college, some of them live in New York. And so like one of my buddies, his like best friend from high school, is a bartender at a bar. So like we're just getting free drinks all night.
Hell yeah.
I'm getting hammered off like whiskey sours, and we're just drinking, and then like that night, like we're just hanging out, and I should slightly redeem myself.
Please.
I cucked some chick. I cucked some dude's girlfriend.
Oh, okay. What? No, hold on, because let's unpack this for a second. So, cucking a man's girlfriend.
Cool.
What? No. Not that there's anything wrong with this, but
you want me to cuck an entire family?
The implication here, all right, is that you were stealing her boyfriend from her. You took her man.
I took her man. Yeah. No, fucking with it. No, I hooked up with her, and her boyfriend was like I got him to like start buying me drinks. I became like his buddy at the bar.
What magical power do you have to be this bowl of yourself?
I told you, dude. New York comics, fuck.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel that guy. The girl she ended up leaving me for, I gave them the Molly for the rave, and I feel like that was the beginning of the end. But shit, man, congrats on that, man.
Yeah.
You got your drinks paid by the guy of the girl you fucked.
No, I'm still curious about this cucking situation here. Actually,
Yeah.
So did you have sex with her?
Yeah.
In front of him?
No. Yeah.
Well,
I'm just a piece of shit.
Do you know, like, was that like a committed relationship, or was it like she was on a date?
It was
with
like
some
I
dude,
think
or?
it was like 6 months in. I think so. It's like kind of new, but like still late enough in the game where it's like they could have been something.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I doubt he knows until now. Hi.
Don't worry, I don't think we're going to be getting a lot of recognition over on the East
Ass Hats
Coast.
and Shampoo is about to blow up right now. The amount of stories we have of people drunkenly shitting themselves, all right, we're a hit right now.
That is true.
You're not the first person on this podcast
really?
to shit themselves.
I thought I was breaking new ground.
Oh, no. This is
You're the first one to get arrested multiple times.
yes.
And then the night prior to that Friday or Saturday prior to that, same bar, and I start like, she's single, this one's single, and we start hooking up at the bar, and then I'm like staying in a cinder block room without windows in Brooklyn. We're in like Midtown Manhattan, and so we just go back to her place, and like we're hooking up, and then she like stops it to like bring out this shoebox full of butt plugs.
Yeah. What is this club called? Can you tell me what this bar is called? I want to know.
Shout out to Wicked Willies.
Wicked Willies.
Shout out to Wicked Willies.
Garrick, you and I, we're going to meet up in NYC, okay?
All right, sounds
Wicked
good.
Willies.
And
Please.
so, yeah, we're we're hooking up. She brings out this box of butt plugs, and I have a bit about it now, but it's like usually like butt plugs come in like an array of sizes from like I'm not into this small to like I haven't wiped in 3 years big. This fucking freak only had the big sizes. She only had the big sizes. And, like, she was really into butt plugs, but the little thing I didn't know is that she was really into putting them in me. So, like, the whole time, I'm, like, fighting it off. Like, you're not putting that in my fucking ass, dude. Like, the joke, like, one of the tags is, like, I went in there, like, trying to lease an Ultima, and she's trying to sell me on a fucking monster truck with 200,000 miles on it. Well, like, and I should have, like, my first immediate thought is, like, this is the first time we're together. Like, I just met this chick tonight. She's already trying to put butt plugs in my ass. I am not the first person she's trying to put these butt plugs in their ass.
And also, this is probably her vanilla.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Think about where things
it
can
only
go.
goes up from
This
there.
is where you start the conversation.
Yeah,
this is your first fucking offer? Dude, what the fuck?
What was her name? Address? You got any information?
Instagram.
If you meet a Thai chick named Audrey in Midtown.
Thai.
Yeah.
That reminds me. Sorry, I gotta go beat off. I have some Thai food.
I was going to say, oh, shit, maybe that's a good place to end the cast.
No, don't end it. What are you talking? I'm still warming up.
Oh, what poor delivery person is going to hear the back end of this story?
Oh, shit, man. Fuck.
And so like she keeps trying to put him, and I'm like, no, dude, I'm like not comfortable with this. She's like, maybe you might like it. Maybe you might like it. I was like, I'm telling you right now, I'm not gonna like it. This thing is fucking huge, dude.
It's like bigger than me, dude.
What was the size?
It was about. There's not really a good comparison because like the length was like kind of like this big. The width at the base was somewhat a little bit, probably around this size. So it's like it's pretty big for someone that doesn't do butt plugs.
Oh yeah, no, you got to start small.
Yeah.
I would imagine.
Yeah, and then the whole time I was just like, dude, this thing is so fucking big. This thing is so fucking big, dude. I can't wrap my. I'm completely soft now. I can't wrap my head around how she thinks it's like. You know what? We'll start off at square one. All right.
It's like understand I'm a bigger guy, but it doesn't work like that.
Yeah, we don't go in proportions. All right.
Oh shit! Did you end up walking out? Like,
no,
did anything happen?
No,
or?
She just decided to just put it in herself, and she just put it in her.
Yeah, no. There's a decent chance that she's put the same plug in multiple.
Okay, I doubt she's cleaned them very thoroughly.
No, you don't think she.
Audrey, she wouldn't do anything like that. She's a clean girl.
Exactly right. Yeah. The woman of my dreams right here. Don't ruin this for me,
She
please.
is a dirty bitch and she fucking knows it. God. She's a dirty bitch and she fucking knows it.
Jesus Christ.
And so she just is like, oh well, can you just help me? I was like, it's fine.
Yes,
fucking just don't. Fucking just don't turn it around.
Quit fucking acting like you're suffering. I know you're not. God, ungrateful. Jesus Christ. Can we get some more details on the plugs? Plastic, metal. Was there like a
dude? Okay.
Were they bedazzled?
That's what I'm talking. They were not. They were straight steel. That's how I knew she was fucking gross.
Whoa,
dude, the feel so surreal. You pull out the steel. Holy shit! Oh my gosh, she hit you with the Glock, dude.
Dude, I said on stage now. It's like that thing was so fucking big. I swear to God, I had a bump stock on it. She tried to fuck me with a sexual assault rifle.
Dude, you know that her pelvic floor must be so strong. Because those things, they can weigh like half a pound, dude. I mean, I don't think my ass can carry that. Like, dude, I take like 1 pound shits, I'm screaming at the door, right? Like,
yeah, we all know.
You know that's a Gorilla Grip cooter right there, dude. My God, I'm pissed. I'm not gonna lie. I have this motherfucker over here living out my sexual fantasies. Ungrateful.
Yeah,
all right. I hope your next podcast gets canceled. All right. I know you're gonna lose shows in New York and LA. I hope you lose shows in Milwaukee or something. All right. I hope that you'll never be able to return to Missouri. The fucking flyover states. Oh my God.
Hey, fuck you, dude. If I lose my podcast, that means I'm coming back here for round 2.
Hell yeah. That's to our benefit.
That's all we need, baby.
But serious question here, though. I just wanted to know. I do want to ask, like, what is it like to be canceled? Because you're the only person I know that's actually like gotten canceled in any significant amount. Like,
dude, honestly, like. The first 2 days were fucking brutal because the person that tried to cancel us originally, I learned not to say names anymore. They tried to they threatened to sue us. They
what?
Yeah, because we said that we said like mean things about their stand up, and because we called them unfunny too,
right?
And so they're like, we'll sue you for like trying to like ruin my business. And I was like.
Over an opinion.
Slander and libel, huh?
Yeah. And so they sent it out to they have like fucking like and so like people from all over the country found out about it. Like I was like Dietrich, our buddy Dietrich Shelton was in Dallas at the time.
Yes.
And he came back like the next week and even he was like, yeah, people in Dallas are talking about what's happening here in Phoenix with you guys. So, yeah, we found out it had made it to L.A., it made it to New York, it made it to Boston, it made it to Austin, to Dallas. And so, like, I'm getting death threats from, like, people all over the country. People are telling me to kill myself. People are, like, telling me, it's like, you think you can call these people ugly? You're a fucking frog person.
Wait. So, they have...
Oh, shit. I'm sorry, Daniel. This was not my intention for this episode.
So it had to come up. You knew coming in here, all right? But don't worry. No one gets canceled on the asshats and shampoo, all right?
That's what I thought on Coconut Cucks, bro.
Well, yeah, because not to be rude, but I didn't think you guys had like not that many like listeners, right?
So like
comparatively,
every episode for Coconut Cucks, like for like the prior 2 months of the podcast, we were hitting about like 80, 85 listeners an episode, and then after that episode dropped and everything happened, we were the previous 3 episodes jumped from like 80, 85 to like 500 listeners.
I was about to ask you actually, because I hear this sentiment sometimes that there's really no such thing as being canceled as a comedian because you just get like free press, you know, and like people that didn't like it.
In a way that's true, but in a different way. Like you can't get canceled as a comedian because you could always do open mics, but you can get canceled in the way that you will never work a club for like the next 2 years, and that's exactly what's happening right now. Like every weekday booker at the House of Comedy won't book me. People that work at the Improv and see me live know about it, so they won't book us.
This must only apply then to like the big names, right? Like Dave Chappelle, Mike Norman.
If you're selling out the place, you don't get canceled. But if you're fucking trying to get guest work at any of these clubs, you're fucked.
Yeah, because like you're not really bringing in the crowds to make the money.
No, not even a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
you're expendable.
In that way, the thing is like during that time, I lost like I was telling him I lost like 4 shows that day, three or 4 shows that day, and then within like 3 days, I knew it was over because like people were trying to like use the whole situation for themselves to get booked on shows. Like they were like being like, "I'm not fuckable. Put me on your show, or else you're a misogynist." I was like, "All right, dude, whatever." just piggyback off me. And then people were like, "I'll say his name."
Yeah.
We first one to talk about that guy. Right?
Yeah, I fucking hate that guy. I fucking hate that joke thiefy little snake. But
joke thief, no.
Yeah. And so, so he was like one of the first people I saw that were like,
yeah, I saw. Yeah, that kind of went on a post.
He was like, "Hey, like, I don't think women are unfuckable. I also host an open mic every Tuesday where you can win money." And like it was cool because people really did come to our defense. Like even people I've never met from like people from out of state were coming to our defense. And like the worst part about it was some of them were like really racist.
So not really people you want to have on your side. It doesn't make you look good.
Guys,
Yeah,
thanks,
exactly.
but
They're like, "This is fucking free street. These are free speech country." It's like it's a free speech country, and like if you fucking snowflakes don't like it, get out of Trump's country. I was like, dude, what the fuck is happening right now?
So you have a demographic now,
Yeah,
right? You've established a fan base.
You know what? I now can sell out seats.
Fucking Chattanooga, Alabama.
I'm going to Apache Junction next week.
Beautiful.
Oh shit!
Not a single member of your audience below the age of 55.
Not even a little bit.
Hey, you got the.
They're gonna be real upset when they see me come out on stage.
Oh yeah, they're gonna be thinking like a good old white boy.
Yeah, because we never posted any pictures of us on any of the accounts. We did a videoless podcast. We just did audio only. So like nobody really knows that I'm just a fucking short Hispanic dude.
And they're not.
Chudier is the tallest African that's ever lived.
I was gonna say if they're not gonna like you, they're not gonna like Chudier.
You're like the Tyrone Biggums, right? Of Phoenix comedy. You're like a Klansman that doesn't know he's black.
Yeah, I'm the unfuckable, fuckable supremacist out here.
Holy shit. Dude, that's incredible, yeah.
No, but yeah, it was rough, and then like after like 5 days, it tapered off, and nothing really happened from it. Like I never got those shows back. Like I'm cool with almost everyone that I give a shit about.
And that's what's important. Thanks again for coming on the pod, man.
Yeah.
We'll leave you off with this though. One last topic.
All right.
And it does tie into. I've told you this too, and we do have this argument a lot. What constitute a threesome? Could you eat out the both girls and only fuck one? Does that still count as a threesome?
Hold on. He's unfairly representing the argument right now, I would like to say. He's poisoning the well. All right? Why don't you
I have omissions over here?
Why don't you just walk us through the series of events? All right?
All right.
What fake story is he telling everyone?
Well, okay. I'll precede it with this, all right? Garrick comes home one morning and he looks at me and says, "Jamison, guess what?" I'm like, "What?" He's like, "I just had a threesome last night." So when your homie tells you that he's had a threesome, a couple of assumptions go through your head, right? You're kind of imagining it was a certain way.
one's a different size, for sure.
Yeah.
Well,
Drugs are involved, for sure.
Not on my partaking.
Okay.
But basically, I'm like, the girl I'm with, I'm like on the side, and she has her stripper friend. They start making out, and I start fucking the chick in the middle. And then we go into like an I formation kind of thing, right?
explain the I formation.
So
please.
the girl's at the headboard. She's
Yeah.
getting ate out by another girl, and then I'm fucking the girl from behind. That girl from behind, you know. And then she's like, "Oh my gosh, she's so beautiful. Oh, she tastes so good." Here, she grabs me, and then I eat out said girl.
Okay,
you know?
so you do have interaction with
Both.
both of them. Okay.
And I go back to fucking the main one. And right when we're about to change, we're like, "Hey, did someone lock the door?" Likes to watch people fuck.
Wait, whoa. Why the
Yes.
fuck is there?
We're at his house.
What?
Oh, it's
Yeah.
about to get so. Oh, he's gonna love it.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, do these people know? Are they friends? Wait, okay. Write on the piece of paper the name. Is it like?
Oh, we can bleep this shit out in post. I was hooking up with this chick.
Oh fuck!
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
shit, dude, she's fuck! Oh yeah, let's go, baby!
Yeah, no. So then we're like, what? And right at that moment, right on cue, comes in, I lost my wallet, and then just drops his pants,
No.
starts jerking off, and grabs the blonde chick at the top of the I formation, her
Oh
tit,
no!
and just starts.
Oh my god! What the fuck?
And I'm like,
oh shit!
and I'm like mid thrust, and I'm like, wait, what? I was like the Mr. Krabs meme, just like.
Don't let this distract you with the reality of what's
No,
going on
dude,
here.
this is
all
the
right?
best part of the story. What the fuck are you talking about, Jamison? Shut up!
So anyways, I go back to fucking her, and I'm like keeping it cool,
okay.
and then what?
Inches.
Fucking.
Bleep out the inches, but tell me he has a tiny fucking dick.
Yeah!
Let's fucking go!
Dude, he's built so top heavy, dude.
Oh my god! Dude, I'm about to take a fucking walk right now. Dude, this is fucking great.
And so like I'm like trying to focus, but then I hear, and I'm like,
Oh, not only does he have a tiny dick, but he comes quick too.
no, he wasn't coming. He's just groaning and shit. Like
God
that.
damn it, dude. Ew.
And then there's a moment where like I'm going, and then he gets up and starts walking towards me. I'm like, oh shit, I gotta defend the six, you know. It turns out he's just trying to fuck too and shit like that, get them to suck their dicks. All while his girlfriend is asleep in the room next door.
Oh my god, dude.
And and so like the next morning.
Dude, I've never had so much disrespect for someone to just barge in and enter your way into a fucking threesome.
Well, no,
what a
Well,
pussy.
he did
Wow.
that. He did that earlier when it was just me and. And I was just like, you guys aren't fucking yet.
Yeah,
And he
how
just,
is
like-
this motherfucker not canceled? He's sexually assaulting male comics.
Yeah, and then I was like, oh, I thought he was just drunk. And then she's just she said, he just likes to watch people fuck. And I thought she was just kidding around until that happened. And this is where I wish I was a malicious fuck. And maybe not done what I should have done. Next morning, I should have went, hey, I hear you say you produce a lot of shows. Maybe you should put me on a show. Otherwise, I don't think your girlfriend's going to like what happened. But I didn't do that because I also felt kind of weird about it. So I'm like, I'm just going to leave.
And
Oh,
that's
God,
why
I
he's-
fucking love that story, dude. That made me so fucking happy. Oh, God, yeah, dude.
No, because he was giving me this speech too. It's just like, yeah, a lot of people in the Phoenix comedy scene, they hate me, but they don't understand, like, I do a lot of things, you know? Like,
Do a lot of things. You run one show and you have a fucking half-hour special that you charge people to open for. It's not even
that
coming
never
out.
came out.
That never came out. Never came out. You fucking, I assume it's because you bombed for half an hour because either your jokes are stolen or it's crowd work that's hack as fuck.
Yeah, and he's like, he kept saying it's sold out, and I don't remember who I overheard saying this. It's like, he said, yeah, I was like there or some shit. It wasn't sold out.
It wasn't sold out.
It's-
And the thing is, it's sold out, but they have like fucking like round table pizzeria sized tables that fill up the floor.
yeah,
So it's like probably 8 people per table, and there's like fucking 6 tables.
yeah, so it's not even 50 people. Yeah, so yeah, that. But is that a threesome though?
Whoa,
That's-
hold on. Before we get into that, first of all,
I totally forgot the premise of this story.
let's lay out the facts here. Vaginal penetration made with how many of those women?
Both.
No,
With my tongue.
No.
penis and vagina.
You're not going to Lightning McQueen your way into that pussy, all right?
Shit, yeah, I got one.
Okay.
And it was still good.
So hear me out. Whenever he told me, right, that he only fucked one of the girls, I was like, oh, so you didn't have a threesome. You just had sex on top of another person, right? Now,
You had sex with 2 people present.
Yes.
now,
Well, at a certain point, 3.
No, 2 people present that you were not fucking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
so he tried to claim that because he was hitting it from the back All right, on
There's
that
no
one
transitive
girl.
properties on
Thank
pussy.
you.
No,
Thank
there
you.
is
Because he's
There's
like
no
because-
transitive properties on
because I
pussy, dude.
He's like, because I was hitting it, I like was moving her head while she was.
Yeah,
eating
I
her
was
out.
helping out.
Oh my!
No.
You're not gonna
No.
fucking.
No.
You're not gonna.
It's like his
you're not
dick
gonna
fucking
wheelbarrow your way into the pussy, dude.
Yes, like his dick extends through her metaphysically, right, or some shit.
It's a
No.
human centipede,
No.
motherfucker.
It isn't going like simple physics,
So
baby.
explain to me, when your homie comes to you and tells you that he's had a threesome,
Okay,
you think
the
he's
only
made.
saving grace you might have did the person you didn't fuck, did she suck your dick at any point in the night?
All right, I can see it.
There it is.
There it is, boys.
I was fucking mock trial. Don't ever come at me like that, all right?
Oh no!
I'm a fucking lawyer, dude.
That's incredible because we ask this question every time on our podcast. We've never had anyone ask about.
Yeah. No one even brought that
Yeah.
up. Wow.
Yeah.
Incredible right here. I like this guy. All right, this is good.
I almost cuck marriages. I know what I'm talking about, all right?
He refused to cuck marriages.
I said almost.
Get the
Keyword
record
almost.
straight.
He's had the ability to, and
Yeah.
that's more than enough.
Yeah.
Well, shit. All right, I'm 1 for 2 then. So
That's right. Scoreboard. We'll put up the scoreboard.
yeah, I'll put on the scoreboard. But yeah,
Fucking virgin.
Yes. Thank you.
oh shit. Well, thanks for coming on, dude. This has
Dude,
been a fucking
oh my god,
great
I've
episode.
never had so much fun. Dude, I did DJ's podcast, and that was because have you ever done DJ's podcast?
No. I don't even think I know.
DJ
He
Pat
had-
Gossetti, long hair.
Yeah, I didn't know he had a podcast.
Yeah, he has a podcast with his girlfriend, and it's like basically like the heavy segment of YMH for the entire hour.
Oh.
That shit is, oh my god. This just surpassed that as the most fun I've had on a podcast.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Dude, that story at the end.
Oh,
Oh,
dude.
my god, dude. I'm about to come in my pants right now, dude. I'm gonna use my slightly bigger dick than to come in my pants.
No, I saw that. I felt. I'm like. I know I'm not. No, I'm on a leaderboard, but I'm like, all right, yeah, this is nice.
I'm at least touching rim, all right?
Yeah.
I'm at least touching rim. I'm not dunking. I'm not doing wheelbarrow dunks.
But I can almost get there.
I can see the top, all right?
Oh shit, man! Dude, this is probably the best podcast we've had to date, man.
10 out of 10. I don't want it to end. All right? This is great. This is too good. If we're wrapping up, though, you want to shout out anything?
Yeah. I'm not going to get shows in because I don't know what shows I'm going to be doing by the time this comes out. But listen to the Final Stop podcast. It's hosted by Tristan Bowling, Golden Ticket winner, very funny guy. And then some hack we brought along, Daniel Bridgegad. It's produced by me and my buddy Richie Anderson. It's a really fun time. It's on YouTube, Spotify, all streaming platforms. And it's a lot of fun. You should give it a listen. You should have a few episodes out by the time this comes out. Follow me on Instagram at Orellana Comedy on Instagram. I don't fuck with Twitter. And then, yeah, I think that's all the plugs I should have.
Yeah, and then if anything changes, like if by the time this is about to come up, I'll hit you up if you need shows, and I'll plug that in the description.
If you want, you can listen to the now defunct Coconut Cucks podcast. Talk a lot of shit. You can really hear how I feel about a lot of comedians in this scene.
Oh man,
Beautiful.
it's a great archive.
Yeah, it's a great archive. We got 32 episodes, so it's a fun listen. Yeah, but this was a lot of fun, man. Thanks you guys for having me
Oh,
on.
of course.
This was fantastic.
Hopefully we can have you back on again.
Yeah.
Please come back.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, I think we're good.
All right. Sounds good. You're not going to plug anything?
No, because I'm going to be in Massachusetts. I don't have anything to plug, not that I know.
All right. Go ahead and follow @FeesForYou on Instagram.